Welcome back to another brand new Flolio video, and today I'll be talking about the biggest NFT project you have never heard of. And if you have, possible, very possible. If you've been in this space for over a year, then you might have seen this because this changed the game. Almost everything you see now with land parcels and there were a lot of derivatives that spawned from this project, like cat and mouse game. Probably way more, but I can't think of them. This is Wolf game, and they have been building for over a year, and this hasn't really reflected in volume because it's slowly every single day there's a few purchases, right? So it doesn't necessarily pump a lot in a single day. It makes small moves. So I want to take a step back and show you something. So minting began on November 18th, 2021. So shouts out to this website, wolfgame.fyi. They have a nice little history of everything that's happened so far. I'll save you the details. I'll stick to the most important parts. So on November 18th, 10k animals were minted. 8.9k of those were sheep and 1.1k of them were wolves. And I'll open up the legacy OpenSea page. So right here, it minted. It has a little 0.2 floor, which is acceptable. There's a lot of sales the day after. 0.3, it's going up. 1.2, 4.5, and 5.3 average. The average sale was 5.3. I don't even want to know how much people have spent on wolves. Like I am myself unsure. But here's, for example, some prices. 10, 11, 11, 11, 13, 20, 15. Just sheep going for 4 ETH each. And I believe that's back when, Ethereum was around 4K, okay? 13.6 thousand volume in a few days. And then disaster struck on the 20th of November. Minting is paused due to an exploit that allowed guaranteed wolf mints. 13.8 thousand animals are minted essentially. So you could mint a sheep for 20,000 wool, which is like their token. I'll get into the specifics a little bit more after this. And there's a 10% chance that you mint a wolf. So this went wrong, and people could always mint a wolf, which is very troublesome because wolves are a very, very premium asset in this game because it's wolf game. Wolves can tax the production of land, the sheep, which is known because this happened during the first game, but then it got paused because of an exploit. And this is something else to highlight as well. So the shepherd, the owner of the game, has locked up 600 million wool for himself over the course of 4 years. So this is known as a drip, and what that is that every single time an Ethereum block moves, that 600 million wool drips a little bit of wool out of the pouch into his wallet. And I want to open this cheat sheet. So the shepherd. So this is something you'll hear me say a lot. So he made the game. This is the shepherd is essentially a large combination of the team behind it. So, but the front-facing persona is just the shepherd, right? So he rules the lands. And what happened with, after the vulnerability, is this is a little bit out of sync. Oh, I think it's interesting. Now it's the other way around, I think. Interesting. So the vulnerability was found. And then 4 days later, they hired the herdsman, who is an award-winning security researcher, and he's in charge of watching over the game's code. And then on the 27th, they migrate contracts. So they have now gone from the legacy contract to this one. And this one has 22.5 thousand volume. And as you can see here, this was the first day that it went live. The notorious November of 2021. A lot of volume in the market. And for people who were around back then, you would know. That front page on OpenSea, it was all Wolfgame. It was all Wolfgame. And then, it dwindles down a bit and it pumps again and dwindles down a bit and it pumps again. And this has almost been a year. And there's still people buying every single day. And for good reason. There's a lot of big people in this project. For example, the entirety of VaynerMedia, Gary Vee. G Money. There's so many people. There's so many people, it's hard to list all of them. So this is 22.5 thousand volume, 5,000 volume, 6,000 volume, 7,000 volume. So this is a lot of trades that are being made without a lot of people knowing. This is a huge ecosystem. And the most exciting thing is the game hasn't even launched yet. After this vulnerability, the game hasn't gone live. Because they want to ensure that it's ready, right? It has to be amazing. If it's not amazing, if it's not fun, it's doomed to fail. But that's a very interesting bet you can make, and it's something I'm betting myself on as well. We are betting on the fact that this game is going to be amazing, and the fact that this game is going to be, well, not the fact, but that the game is going to be fun. So this is one of the inventions that a lot of people are very, very impressed of. So on the December of 6th, the 6th of December, wool pouches are introduced. So what wool pouches are is in Risky Game here, you basically could do a 50-50. You could do a coin flip, and then you would either get like a wool pouch, a small size, if you were to play the guaranteed one, or risk it, and then you could win a large one. So both sheep and wolves could do this, and then you would end up with a wool pouch. So here they talk about the ranges. So a safe sheep pouch would be around 60,000 wool, and then a risky pouch would be around 270k, and then a wool pouch went from 500 to 800k. And this, like I mentioned earlier with the shepherd's pouch, this drips slowly over the course of 4 years. And that's smart, right? Because think if everyone had all that wool readily available. This gives people the reward, but slowly over a course of 4 years. And the fact that the shepherd himself has this wool pouch that slowly drips over the course of 4 years means that he's in it for the long haul, right? So they're not here to just show up and then disappear, because he is incentivized to work on the game a lot. And then, let's see, is there anything interesting? So they had Farmer Mint, nothing too exciting. And then, this is pretty interesting as well, the gems. So they launched let's see. I think it's the April of 11th or the April of 12th. So this is a game called Cave Game, and it was like a mini game where you could walk around, spend energy, and dig for treasure. Sometimes you would find wool, and if you're very, very lucky, you would find a gem. And a gem, that you see over here, is essentially a guaranteed rarity for your farmer. So you could burn the gem onto the farmer, and that would guarantee the rarity. So over here at type, you would see average Joe, Diesel, above average Jane, the kid, 100 years, Big Daddy, and Big Mama. So I was actually fortunate enough to find a Big Mama during Cave Game. And as you can see, this still has a floor of 4 ETH after the game has been, quote unquote dead for a year. So think about it for a second, right? There's still purchases going through every single day, even though the game hasn't gone live for quite some time. So people really, really, really enjoyed Cave Game, and people kept saying like, "Wow, this is actual really, really smart invention for a project," and everyone liked it. So everyone was very, very, very enthusiastic, and that was basically it, right? Nothing has really happened since. There's been some teasers. Well, there was a Wolf Feast. It was like an IRL meetup, and apparently that was really fun. I couldn't come because it was in America. So the Cave Game ended on June 4th, and right now, at the time of this recording, it's September 1st. And what's going to happen is in this quarter, the third quarter, we're going to be seeing land reveal. So we're going to see the reveal of this land, this little parcel over here. And in Q4, so the next quarter, the full game is going to release. And we've seen similar things with different projects, like, for example, Akutar. I'll put it up real quick. Akutar was a scrambled project of different chapters on primarily Nifty Gateway. This is all a jumbled, I guess you could call it a mess. And then there's one project formed that basically aggregates everything into a single collection, and it just went ham, right? 3.3 ETH floor, and the floor for one of the chapters, so basically a single Akutar, was 0.4. So don't sleep on these projects that have been building for a long time, but that you just don't really know about. You haven't seen much, just because they're not in the top 10 or top 100 of volume. So one other thing that's really neat is there are so many community-made tools. Scarly with Wolfgame Live, Yeah with Wolfgame Tools, Term with the Farmer's Almanac. There are so many amazing websites that people have built in this community that help you browse this game, or at least, bridge the gap, I guess. Well, not bridge the gap, but survive, I guess. So this is one of the amazing websites that are built. It's a nice overview, has the wool price there, and then the floor price of some assets. They're usually not really correct, just because I guess it's hard to keep everything correct and in place. It seems to be correct right now, but maybe it's often a little bit delayed. And yeah, so that's currently everything that I have to report on this project. I'd say, check it out. I would say do your research. Would highly recommend to check out this page yourself. Kind of just read through everything here. It's really interesting to take a little walk at the Wolf game journey. And yeah, so this quarter, the third quarter, land reveal, fourth quarter, full game reveal. And I just think that that culmination of like activities is going to send a lot of volume in this project again. So of course, as per usual, do your own research, not financial advice, and check out flolio.com for more videos. Always check it out. Wait, not more videos on the website. We have tools on the website, but more videos on this channel. So I kind of zoned out for a little bit, I gotta be honest. But yeah, check out all the videos. We're working pretty hard. 5 days a week we're posting content on our websites. We're working it every single day. Free browser extension, amazing tools. Check it out. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.